Mr. Jordan Love. He is looking to move on in his career and take his rightful place as a starting quarterback of the Green Bay Packers. Now, heading into the 2023-2024 season, I do expect Jordan Love to have his moments of shining. All right? We've seen what he could do with Aaron Rodgers being out for a few games. He stepped up. He rose to the occasion. But it's a whole different ball game starting on your own and leading a team in a new season. So let's get into this one. Let's get into the depth chart. Obviously, your starters for the Green Bay Packers on offense: Jordan Love, Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon. And to be honest, obviously Aaron Jones basically probably getting towards the end of his career. But you still have that dynamic running back group. So I definitely expect us to see a lot more running plays than passing plays this season with Jordan Love just starting off. As far as wide receivers go, you're going to have Christian Watson, Romeo Doubs. These are two wide receivers that I definitely thought Mr. Rodgers were going to help shape and mold into be something great. But, you know, he was a diva and he really didn't want to do that. So now it's Jordan Love's job to work with these guys and make them great. And then you got Jaden Reed. Tight end's going to be Luke Musgrave. Fullback's going to be Henry Pearson. Left tackle David Bakhtiari. Left guard Elton Jenkins. Center's going to be Josh Myers. Right guard John Runyon. And right tackle Yosh Nijman. Shout out to Jeff. Says, buddy, here's the thing about money. People won't remember you for the amount of money you had, but they will remember whether you were. Jeff, you already know, man. You already know. And I think you, of all people, know. That's why I always preach accountability. I always treat people how I want to be treated. And at the end of the day, you know, I understand that the legacy is not, you know, for what you have, it's what you do. And it's really unfortunate that we're not in a society that's driven by that process or that thought process. But, you know, all I can do is keep providing good sports content. Hopefully I can share a good message with somebody and they learn from it. Because at the end of the day, you know, you can have millions of dollars and be like Dan Snyder, which everyone hates you. Keeping it going. Getting into the defense, you got Kenny Clark, TJ Slayton, Devontae Wyatt, Preston Smith, Devondre Campbell, Quay Walker, Rashawn Gary, Jair Alexander, Jonathan Owens, Darnell Savage, Razul Douglas, and then for your special teams, Anders Carlson, Pat O'Donnell, Jaden Reed, Keshawn Nixon, and Matt Ozek is your long snapper. Shout out to Patty Hassat. What's going on with you, Patty? How you doing tonight? Patty in the building. I feel like, sorry, I don't feel. I think with Jordan Love coming over, there's definitely going to be some adjustments. There's definitely going to be.
Amen, brother.
Shout out to you, Jeff, coming through with the $50 super chat. Let's go. Hold on. I got to get Mr. Ric Flair out here for you guys. Mr. Jeff King coming through with the $50 super chat donation. Let me get this volume down here. All right, here we go. Ric Flair, where are you at? There it is. Shout out to you, Jeff. Thank you for the $50 donation. Thank you for the support, my friend. Also, shout out to Michelle coming through. Said it's football training camp season. Can't wait. Is Brock starting quarterback? Michelle, I don't think so. I think they're going to run with Mr. Trey Lance, see how it goes with him. And if he fails, you know, in the first few games, then obviously they'll throw Brock in there. But we're going to get into that. We still got the 49ers coming up next week. Yeah, next week. So don't worry. I got the 49ers covered. I may have a special guest come on for that one as well. Got to see what his schedule is. You guys should already know. But we're definitely going to talk about those 49ers. Shout out to Rick. Says Ric Flair, or Scott says Rick never gets old. Never gets old. So back what I was saying, as far as the offense, as far as with Jordan Love coming over, he does have solid running backs. He has solid wide receivers. The real question is whether or not he's going to be poised. He's going to have that focus. He's actually going to have that grit and determination to put these Packers on his back. I do think that the offensive line is going to be solid for him. They already know how he plays. They're ready for it. So I do think they're going to benefit there. Obviously, defense, that's going to be in question. You do have some veterans. You do have some new players. But the defense for the Green Bay was shaky last year. So whether or not Green Bay actually has a positive record and can win this season is definitely going to heavily rely on their defense. So let's go ahead and get into the schedule. But before we do, shout out to Mr. Unholy. Says talk about the Vikes throwback uniforms. Michelle says it's getting hot. Listen, it was 84 today, 85 with the humidity. But it's hot everywhere. It's hot everywhere in the world right now. So you know how that goes. Mr. Unholy says Bills 7-9. Oh my goodness. I don't know why these conversations have to happen. I'm in mid Packers stream and y'all want to flame me. You know what? Bills going undefeated. Hot take. What are you going to do? Get mad. And we're going to the Super Bowl. Why do you think Josh Allen's on the cover of Madden? They know who's going to the show this year. It's already written, as they say, right? You guys think NFL's rigged sometimes, so there you go. Allen's on the cover. We're going to the Super Bowl. There's no Madden curse. Leave me alone while I'm talking about these other teams. Y'all about to bring out the hoodie, yo. All right. Let me go ahead and get into this season, this regular or preseason. Y'all throwing me off. Preseason for these Green Bay Packers. All right, so they're going to start off on August 11th against the Cincinnati Bengals. Get into the Patriots on August 19th, and then the Seahawks 8/26. So that'll conclude preseason. And then regular season is going to start against the Chicago Bears, followed by the Atlanta Falcons, New Orleans Saints, Detroit Lions. Monday Night Football for them is going to be on October 9th against the Raiders. That should be a good one. Week 6 is going to be a bye week. Sunday, October 22nd is going to be against the Broncos, followed by the Vikings, the Rams, the Steelers, and then the Chargers. Then they'll go against Detroit, Kansas City Chiefs, another Monday night football game against the Giants, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carolina Panthers. They'll play Minnesota again, and they'll finish off playing the Bears again. That'll be obviously a game to be determined. So, yeah, this is definitely going to be a tough schedule for Green Bay. Not specifically because of Green Bay as a team, but you're going to need Jordan Love to really understand how to read the defense of each team every week. And whether or not he's been paying attention to tape, whether or not he's been understanding as far as the coverages, and whether or not he's actually going to have the poise, the time in that pocket to make those plays is really what's going to determine whether or not he's going to be successful and can throw that ball. But like I said, I do see more running than him throwing this year. So you're going to see a lot of action from Aaron Jones, A.J. Dillon, short passes. I haven't seen too much of Jordan Love's deep ball. Obviously, we'll get into that tape week 1, see what's going on. We'll approach everything again. But for right now, I don't got them beating the Bears. I got them beating the Falcons. Saints is iffy. I'm going to have to go with Golf and Company on week 4. Raiders, for me, it's a toss-up 50-50. Denver, to me, it's another toss-up, depending on if Russell Wilson actually wants to play ball this year. I'm going to have to go Minnesota. I'll give them the Rams. Steelers, I like the Steelers against Green Bay. I got to go with Herbert and Company against Green Bay. Jared Goff, I got to go with Goff again. Kansas City Chiefs, that's your Super Bowl champions. I got them winning against Green Bay. Giants, I'm going to say this is 50-50. but I'm still giving the edge to the Giants just because I just don't know too much about his Jordan Love's game under pressure yet. I got them beating Tampa Bay, the Panthers, rematch against Minnesota. I'm going to have to give that one to the Vikings, and then the rematch with the Bears. I'm going to have to go the Bears. So, hey, that is my take. Like I said, I could be completely wrong. Obviously, you guys know I'm speculating. This is all fun. But that's just the way I see it right now. Obviously, week 1 could happen, and the Bears get completely torched, and I'm sitting here praising Jordan Love because he threw for 400 yards and 3 touchdowns. But hey, we'll see. We shall see. And I'll be excited to stream the games with you guys as we obviously get through the season. Obviously, we are literally 2 weeks out from football, ladies and gentlemen. Preseason starts in 2 weeks. I hope you're excited. I'm excited, and I'm ready to go for the NFL.